Latom.
The hell are you supposed to be? I'm vengeance.
I saw the Batman movie. I saw the Batman movie tonight. I have but one question for you, DC. I have but one question. In the initial meeting when you pitched this to Robert Pattinson, did you by the length say this, you're gonna play a dark, brooding character, so I need you to like embrace like your inner like demon shit and not give a fuck this entire film? Is that what you said to him? Is that what you said to him to get him to agree to play this role? Is that what you said? Are you serious? Let me tell you something, folks. Let me tell you something. This is not a superhero film. All right? I have never seen a Batman act like that. Period. And I've had my hand in the superhero game for a minute. I've never seen that happen. The only thing that comes close to my mind is Heath Ledger's Joker from The Dark Knight. The pinnacle, like, iconic, like, symbolism of a character not giving a shit on screen. That's what I saw tonight. With the amount of violence and shit that went on in this film, I'm surprised it wasn't rated R. I am honestly surprised. This should have been rated R. It should have been rated R, but no, it's rated PG-13. Children, you better be 13 when you see this film, and I do not say that lightly. All right, listen to me here. Within the first 5 minutes of being in this film, invested in this film, I could already feel the tension and the amount of fear from the screen. Okay. Spoiler alert. I'm going to talk about some spoilers in this film. So if you do not want to see this video, click pause, go watch the movie, and then come back to this, folks. Thank you very much. Okay. Within the first 5 minutes of this film, right, you hear Bruce talking, monologuing about himself. You know, I don't know where this is set in his career as Batman. It could be with like Batman Year One, or it could have been him when he first started, or like a few, like into his earlier years, like in his early 20s, maybe. Within the first 5 minutes of the film, you hear him monologuing, talking about the change, his efforts in the city. You know, then we see, you know, the iconic symbol in the sky. You know, and he tells, you know, like, for some it's a beacon of hope, for most it's a warning. And then it does like a transitional panel shot of all the criminals like doing like nefarious deeds, and they stop. They're like, I see the symbol. Is he behind me? Is he in the shadows? Is he watching? The amount of fear that he has on the criminal underworld is fucking crazy, right? But he says, like, I can't be everywhere. And he's right. He's one person. Again, and then it goes into, you know, like, the first, like, fight scene. You know, you see some, like, goons who are dressed up with Joker makeup or whatever, who are trying to harass an old man. Then you hear, like, the clicking of boots. And I'm like, and he emerges out of the darkness, like, and this is, like, you're not, like, typical, like, yeah, I'm Batman, I'm here to save the day. Like, nah, this poster shot, that's what I saw, was a Batman ready to fuck people up. He did not give a shit. You know, and there's always one that wants to be smart and try him. I don't know why. He's decked out in armor, has steel-toe boots. Like, run the other way. But, hey, you'll have one, right? Play stupid games, you win a stupid prize. Okay? Then William says, who the hell are you supposed to be? And walks up and tries to fight him. And completely, like, murks the shit out of him, throws him to the floor, and then whispers, I'm vengeance. I was like, did that just happen? Did that just fucking happen? Did that just happen right now? You know, and then, like, he just basically didn't give a shit. Started wailing on folks, throwing them against walls, you know, just curb stomping them, like, what? Right? And then we get introduced, you know, like, to the whole, like, complexity of, like, you know, like, Bruce Wayne, you know, like, Bruce is like Batman, but like this is how he's trying to honor his family's legacy, so like getting rid of the underworld and stuff. You know, then we have, and then the dude who plays Alfred, oh my god, what was the actor's name? I can't think of his name, but he plays, oh my god, what was the dude from Marvel? What was his name? He was also in Black Panther. I forgot his name. The smuggler guy. Perfect dude to play Alfred. Perfect, by the way. Tries to tell him, it's like, you know, you can't just keep doing this or whatever. And then that's when you see the stare in Bruce's eyes. He's like, with the dark makeup. He's like, I don't give a shit. I don't care. Like, leave me alone. I was like, wow. Okay. We're going with that? All right. Further on in the film, then we get introduced to the main antagonist, who's Riddler. Now, I had never seen Riddler act like that. Whoever that was not Riddler. No way. DC, whoever you chose to write Riddler's screenplay, you either are a bona fide fucking genius or you have a few screws loose up here. Which is like, you thought way outside the box with that. Like, way that way. Wow. The complexity of Riddler's like character was amazing. You know, from him leaving the clues, the whole police trying to ravel, like, who's the Riddler? You know, who's the Riddler? And the way he addressed, like, to the Batman, you know, trying to get him to understand him. It's like you were looking inside the mind of a psychopath, which was nuts, right? The way Riddler executed his victims, the way he left clues, trying to get the Batman to figure it out. It was just amazing. Like, I was hooked the entire time on Riddler. And I'm like, I never seen Riddler act like that. Like, that's a dark version of Riddler. I never expected that, ever. You know, then we get introduced to, you know, like, to other characters. Jim Gordon, obviously, Commissioner, the police, who obviously don't like Batman, I mean, dressed in how he was. and there was one scene where I don't know if that cop was just trying to test the water. Well, you know, they were trying to investigate a crime scene, and he walks right in. He was like, whoa, buddy, what are you doing? And puts his hand on him, and Batman looks at him like, did you just touch me? I was like, yo, this dude's about to snap his hand. And then he just looked at him like, how dare you touch me? I was like, ooh. Then Gordon tells him, he's with me, let him through. I was like, unless you want to lose your hand. And he's like, yeah, take your hand off me, peasant. I was like, okay, all right, okay, that's what we're going with, all right. You know, and then further on in the film, you know, you see the nasty grittiness that Gotham's underworld had to offer. And then whoever played Catwoman, oh my god. Yeah. Whoever she is, god, she's gorgeous. You know, seeing her, you know, do her Catwoman thing, I was like, ooh, yes. You know, and the complexity of, and I like how they went with the story with how, you know, Bruce has always been trying to honor his dad's legacy because, you know, he's a doctor or whatever. But in this film, we actually got to see a little bit more limelight into the Wayne family history. You know, like how Martha's family, I never knew this. I don't know if this is gonna be canon or not, but it should be. In the film, they talked about Thomas, the founding families who founded Gotham, which were the Waynes, but also the Arkhams, which was Martha's given maiden name, Martha Arkham. Symbolism? Coincidence? I think not. No. And how she married into the Wayne family, Martha Arkham Wayne. Coincidence? Again, I think not. Which makes sense. You know, Gotham, Arkham City, Arkham Asylum. And the fact that they shed some limelight of how Martha was, like, supposedly, like, from a messed up family with, like, mental issues. Whew, that was deep. That was a deep wound we went into. And the fact that Bruce never knew any of that because, again, he's the prodigal son. He's the billionaire playboy, the philanthropist and whatnot, you know. But it was kind of nice to see, like, a more dark, grittier version of this kind of Batman, which is what we need. You know, like, especially showing you, like, Batman's not all about the high-tech gadgetry, you know, all the detective skills, you know, the iconic Batman that we've come to love, which is fine. No, this is a Batman that is literally knuckles up and said, let's box. I was like, okay. Again, I'm surprised that this is PG-13. It's not rated R, you know. But overall, Robert Pattinson, you nailed this movie. Nailed it, man. Like, the fact that it's just iconic to me. A character who I idolized as a kid, who we all idolized, you know, having no fear in any given situation. It's just amazing. You know, hats off to the director, hats off to the screenwriters, you know, to the cast, to the scoring, all the theme. Oh my God, the theme of the music. Again, whoever had a hand in making this film, you thought outside the box. But with that said, you know, like I can go on and on about this, but I'm gonna try to keep this under a little bit over a minute, 10 minutes of going through this film briefly. But I liked it. I gave it a 10 out of 10. Again, that's just my own opinion. I don't speak for everybody else on the internet, but if you, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Did you enjoy this movie? Do you think Robert Pattinson was batshit crazy like I said throughout the film? Like, what were your thoughts? You know, please let me know in the comments. I'm interested to see. But with that being said, I'll take us out. If you like this discussion, this little trailer discussion review, drop a like, drop a comment, turn on that notification bell, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, I'll see you at the next one. Later.